Hello, this is Jane Goodall, or Dr. Jane, as many people know me. And of course, I've got with me um, on this special occasion Mr. H. Many of you will have seen Mr. H, at least in pictures, and he's always with me. And I'm here to congratulate you on your graduation. It's going to be a graduation that you'll remember, a very special and very unique one that most people will never have experienced, and we hope they won't have to again. It's a virtual graduation. But I want to congratulate you on all your hard work, you students of the 2020 class, on, on your success. And I also want to say hello to all your parents and teachers and family and friends, people who've supported you through these years. And now here you are, ready to move out into another phase of your life. So it's a shame for you. I mean, it's usually, this feeling of excitement. You've got family and friends there. You get your degree and you march up and everybody's together and there's lots of cheering. And and then afterwards you celebrate and have a terrific evening. And now you're mostly all separated from each other, and you're probably, many of you, still in lockdown. You're doing social distancing and all those things. Some of you may not even be allowed outside. I'm really lucky. I'm in the house where I grew up in Bournemouth, England, and we're allowed to go out with the dog, and we've got lovely cliffs, and the ocean isn't very far away. And outside my window, I can look out and I can see the trees I climbed as a child. So I consider myself lucky. But at this time, as you graduate, it's a time of uncertainty. It's a time when some people are lonely and some people are frightened. Some people are locked down in really tough places like inner city, the townships in South Africa. People are starving, people have lost their jobs. And we have to think of those working out on the front lines, the doctors and nurses and healthcare providers, and the people delivering the food and keeping the grocery shops and pharmaceutical shops open. And countries have been fighting to get sufficient protective gear and masks and gowns and sanitizers. And gradually, nations are coming up and providing these things, but people have risked and lost their lives. And there's hundreds of people who've lost their jobs. The impact on the economy is terrific. And we don't know what's going to happen. So for you, as I say, this is a graduation you'll remember, because it's such a strange time in our history. I lived through World War II, and that was the same sort of thing. We didn't know what was going to happen. We were fighting a real physical, visible energy. In UK, we were fighting the Nazis. And today we're fighting an invisible, a little sneaky virus, a coronavirus. We're fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. At least the doctors are. So the sad thing is, we brought it on ourselves. We've been very disrespectful of the environment, very disrespectful of animals. We've been gradually invading the world of the animals. We've been forcing them to spend more time together, which enables a virus or a bacteria to cross the species barrier from an animal into a human. And we've also been forcing some animals to move out of their habitats to crop raid and things like that because of what we've done to their homes. And we're hunting them, we're killing them, we're eating them, and we're trafficking them. There are wildlife markets in different parts of the world. In China, they've been called wet markets, but they're actually wildlife markets, because wet markets just sell fruit and vegetables, a bit like your farmers' markets. And There's the bushmeat markets in Africa. In America, it's called game. But in all these cases, animals are being disrespected. The wildlife markets are the worst because animals of many different species are crowded together, often in very unhygienic conditions, in tiny cages. They're stressed, they're frightened. And do remember that these are individual beings. They have feelings like we do. They can be stressed and frightened, and they can certainly feel pain and fear. And these are the conditions which make it easy for a virus from a certain animal to spill over into a human. And if they find the right welcome there, a cell they can bond with, then that may become a new disease like this COVID-19. We need to remember that we're all in this world together. And I think it would be good if you spend a few minutes on this day, a joyous day, because of all the hard work you've done and because you've graduated. And I should be spending all this time congratulating you, but you will be going out into a new world, a world where some people for the first time have breathed clean air. In some of the big cities, they've never known it before. And they've looked up and seen the stars twinkling in the night sky. And animals are moving out of their habitats into some city streets. It's a different world. And I just pray we'll emerge from it better people, that we'll start thinking about our relationship with the natural world. And the other thing that's happened that is really hopeful, and that is that as the pandemic closes down place after place, communities are coming together. And you see the most amazing things happening. In the UK, communities come together and help each other. People offer to take phone calls from people who are lonely or frightened. People volunteer to deliver food that's donated by some of the companies and take it to the health workers or those who cannot go out for themselves. All of this community getting together is something, the virus is bringing out the best in people. And if we just remember we're part of one world, and if we just remember that we'll never attain our true human potential until this clever brain, and you've all been using your brains like crazy, but remember, it needs to work in harmony with your heart, love and compassion. And I think that's something that you've been learning through these years of your hard work. And take it with you as you move out into the world, into whatever career you want to pursue. And remember, if you don't reach your goal straight away, don't give up. My mother always said to me, if you want to do this crazy thing, because I wanted to go to Africa and live with wild animals when I was 10 in the middle of a war when I was a girl and I had no money. And everybody laughed at me, but she said, you need to work really hard and take advantage of every opportunity, but if you don't give up, you may find a way. And of course I did. And you all can too. Even if it's not your original goal, it's perfectly okay if you change course. You have to do what you suddenly realize, this is what I want to do. This is it. This I am going to do. And then don't give up. So once more, congratulations from me and from Mr. H. And enjoy this day. Celebrate in whatever way you can. And know that you've done a great job. And as I said at the beginning, you will remember this graduation. Nobody's going to have a graduation like it, I hope, for a very long time, if ever. So enjoy the day and feel good and proud of yourself and celebrate whatever way you can. And Skype with family if you're not with them, and Skype with friends, and have this feeling of togetherness that we can get from communicating with Skype, Zoom, and on social media. And so for now, I will say good luck to all of you. Bye.
don't give a crap, you see, about how you might die. We all join our hands and sing about how we won't comply. We've no brains on the right wing, and you may not know why. Come on, people now, to hell with grandmother, everybody get together, try to breathe on another right now. When we open, some may go, they will surely pass. And the one that put us here, he keeps passing gas. We believe in Obamagate, 'cause we're smoking grass. Come on, people now, to hell with grandmother, everybody get together, try to breathe on another right now. I said, come on, people now, to hell with grandmother, everybody get together, try to breathe on another right now. Right now, right now.
You work for socialist radicals. You enjoy the people's rights being taken from them.
Thought you were getting respectful petitions and realized nobody respects
Tyranny.
you. Nobody respects anything.
Tyranny.
And now for a few words. The amazing holiday of Shavuos, the day of the giving of the Torah, the most awesome spiritual event in history, has undeniable links to women. In the days leading up to Mount Sinai, when God instructed Moses how to prepare the Jewish people for this big event, he tells Moses to address the women first and only afterwards the men. In other words, ladies first. Why did he do so? Because Shavuos is a holiday that celebrates and salutes the women for their special vision and foresight to preserve the Torah and to instill values and goodness in the family and the world. God knew that the only way his Torah, his precious gift, would be properly received and effectively transmitted from one generation to the next, midor ledor, was only through the enhanced qualities of vision and foresight, clarity and intuition, love and nurturing that women bring to the table. This has been maintained throughout the millennia. Women like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel and Leah, Hannah and Devorah, Ruth and Queen Esther. The common thread among all of them was their keen ability to see beyond the difficult issues and the challenges of the moment, to see the bigger picture, and to act and lead the way with selflessness and boldness. There's a statement from our sages that God endowed women with an extra measure of understanding and an enhanced sense of intuition. This isn't just lip service, this is a historical truth. Men, relax, don't worry. Perhaps there will be a special episode on how special you are. But what greater time is there to cherish and celebrate the incredible women who instill values and faith? I too recognize the powerful ability of the women in our lives. So I want to salute and celebrate Rebbetzin Eti and all the incredible women out there. You know, so many of us had the privilege of being raised by incredible women in our lives. And so I want to honor these special women with a song, Eisha Chayil, a woman of valor. It's a song that husbands and families sing to their wives on Friday evening but it's not restricted to just once a week. So join me as we cherish and we celebrate these incredible women who are the backbones of faith and optimism, who instill values, who nurture our loved ones, and who give strength from generation to generation. I'll sing it in Hebrew. It's a little long, but I encourage you to look at the beautiful words from Proverbs. Take a moment to read it and savor the words. It's in the Shabbos Table Companion on page 27. Eishes chayil mi yimsa v'rachayk mi pnini michra b'tach b'lev v'ayla v'shala lo yachsar marvadi masasala sheish v'agaman levusha naida v'sharim v'ayla shiftayim ziknei aretz Sadin as a savatim kair, vachagar nas na laknaini, ois vadar levusha, vatischak liyoim acharoin. Pia pascha bechachma, v'soras chesed al shoyina, zifi alichais beisa, v'lechem atzlus lois oichel. Kamu v'navi ashrua baila, v'yehalelo, rabbis banes azuchayil, Yatolis al kulanam Sheker achein Hevel ayoifi Yishayir asadoyanahi Si salo Tnula Mi priyada Vi hallelujah Bashiyarim maseha Chag Sameach. Wishing each and every one of you beautiful Shavuos, a good Shabbos from Eti and me, from your entire Chabad Naples family.